All right, welcome everyone. This is the 2024 WPBA Tour Championship presented by Dr. Pool Promotions and Jacoby Custom Cues. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and I am being joined in the booth with Miss Tara Connor.
Hey guys, everyone, thanks so much for letting me be here.
So we have a great matchup, and the girls, obviously, you can see the little fun graphic that we've made for them for their player card. We've got Sofia Mast, the pink dagger, versus Kaylee McIntosh, the natural. And they came in before their match and said, "We have to play each other. Will you please make me a graphic?" And I said, "Well, of course I will make you a graphic." They're like two of my little favorites.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
and they're road dogs and semi-besties. I don't know. I don't want to say they're best friends, but I would
I think it's fair to say they're pretty
tour
close.
besties,
Yeah,
right? They're
definitely.
tour besties for sure. And so this is like they've been talking smack. Sophia was in the stream the last match, talking a little bit of pre-match smack, like smack. So it's going to be a good one. I know both these ladies they're going for it. Kaylee is a seeded player, and Sophia won her first round. And so to pass Kim Hausman
Yes.
to advance into Kaylee for the second round matchup. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're just waiting for our tournament director, Mr. Jerry Stuckert, the WPBA board member and tournament director, to finish his player announcements. There are 8 tables in the room. Let's just do a quick view of that while the girls are. We'll do that really quick. There's you go. There's a picture of Jerry, or a view of Jerry in the middle there, making announcements. Lots of fun stuff going on. So we got Sav coming up. She is, I'm not sure exactly who Savannah's playing. Do you know who
I'm gonna
Savannah's
pull up
playing?
the. I'm gonna pull up the.
Oh, you know what?
matches
I
right
do
now.
know that it's Kawahara, because if I had won, if I had beaten Kawahara this morning, I would be playing Sav. So we got Ashley Rice up against, is it Minitani? Ashley Rice is playing, oh no, Bistrom. And then Christina Zlateva will be playing Olivia Chang. Tina Larson is playing Wei Su Chen. And of course, our feature matchup. And then Amber Chen is playing Ashley Benoit, Miss Slash herself. And Margarita Fefalova is playing Sandy Chang. So some good matchups around the room. Oh, and we've got another set of besties.
Yeah.
This is brutal. Taruko Kukuleli is, well, actually Taruko Macklin. She hasn't been updated in Digital Pool yet. She is going to be playing Ms. Brittany Bryant. So lots of good stuff going on in the room. You guys are welcome to go to digitalpool.com. I've posted the link inside the YouTube description. If you guys want to check that out, just follow the link and it'll send you straight to our brackets, and there's a link there to watch live scoring. We will pop in throughout the feature match. You guys can see we've got some Q Queens production crews taking video of our matchups. There's some KZ sighting right there. And of course, there's our arena with our handy dandy timekeeper, Mr. Bob Raymond.
Yeah, Olivia's there in the bottom corner. Looks like Tina Larson is still up too.
Tina Larson is right there. She's getting ready to start her match. It's against Wei Su Chen. Second round matchup, folks. There's our feature table. Everybody in between rounds goes and takes off and gets snacks, so I'm sure it'll pack back up in there with a young gun going into action. Sophia Mast. I wish in my graphic I would have found like a golf club and a knife, right? Because Kaylee's such a great golfer, and Sophia, they call her the pink dagger.
The dagger,
so
right?
Been fun to see them.
Yeah, the whole first round. This tournament is just packed full of like the top players in the entire world. This is not a regional tour at all.
There you go. We got some player announcements. You guys get a little bit of a view of the room here. This is a fantastic venue.
Yep, we're here in Wisconsin. It is extremely cold out, but fortunately completely pleasant in here. And there's the hotel attached directly to the venue, which makes it much more comfortable for everyone.
Yeah, and it's nice because as cold as it is outside, none of us want to go out there.
Yep.
So with having the hotel attached to the convention center, it's a wonderful opportunity for us ladies to not have to leave the building. It is really cold. Negative numbers here, folks. If you're not familiar with Wisconsin weather, Google it. It's brutal.
Yeah, there's quite a few Florida players, and we were making jokes because one of them showed up in shorts,
Oh,
not getting off the plane in
oh.
shorts, and not quite expecting it to be this drastic.
Yeah, it's very, very chilly out there. So we're, like I said, we're just waiting on Jerry to finish the player announcements. It takes a few minutes. He likes to make sure that he gives a lot of love to all the girls and to all of their sponsors. So it may take us just a second, but why don't you guys check this cool graphic out? How fun, how fun are these ladies? They came to me and were like, please, can we make our graphic? Can we make a graphic for me? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I'll make a graphic for
Yeah,
you.
it looks
So,
great.
so much fun. These girls, they're making fun of this situation, but they know that it's going to get all business here as soon as the lag happens.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there's
Uh,
a question on the chat about Kennedy and April playing, and I'm not actually positive on that. I know April just played. She played Rita Chow, and
She'll be playing at 7 or 9 this evening then,
exactly.
because B-side has the second round. For the B-side will be at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. tonight. Kennedy, it's very likely that she could be playing.
Yeah, so here we go. I'm looking at all these matchups that'll come on later. We'll have a 9 p.m. round tonight and a 7 p.m. round tonight. So those will be the first round of the B-side matches. So it kind of makes it for a short tournament for some people.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are still working on those
Player announcements. There's a lot of them, isn't
It
there?
really seems like it takes a long time when you're actually, when you're not out there watching them.
I feel like it takes a long time when you're sitting in there. All right, so we'll do a quick shout out to the WPBA Tour Championship sponsors. This event is being presented by Dr. Pool Promotions and Jacoby Custom Cues. We're at the Central Wisconsin Convention and Expo Center. We're also sponsored by the Village of Rothschild, Old House and Billiard Products, of course, Diamond, Simonis, and Aramith, Incredible Bank, MPA, the Erickson Fisher Group, and of course, On the Hill Billiards Club. Shout out to them for stepping up their sponsorship and adding just a tad more money than in years past. So thank you to Todd and his crew for just constantly supporting us every time we show our face in Wisconsin.
Absolutely. We couldn't do this without our sponsors, so
No.
it means everything to us.
Yeah, it's so fun, and we're having a great time here. We're enjoying the not warm weather, but we are still enjoying ourselves. There's an amateur event going on alongside the Doctor Pool Wasau. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Wasau Open. It's an amateur event on 7-foot valley tables, brought in by Midwest Pool Promotions, and of course, the event is being produced by Doctor Pool.
Yep, it's fun to have just so many pool players under one roof. It really does make for a great atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's lots of vendors here. We've got Steve Rao built Pro Billiards here with Kelly, who is Kelly Fisher and Wei Su Chen's manager, also helping sell some of our retail. We have our apparel sponsor, Big Family Custom Creations and Game On Gear with their cool booth here.
Yep, and of course Jacoby.
And Jacoby's here, absolutely, with his, and Chad's here doing all the cue work.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some great stuff going on. So it looks as though they finished the player announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, Sofia Mast versus Kaylee McIntosh. This is a race to 8. Sophia's on your left. You can see her U.S. jersey there. And Kaylee, the natural, is on your right. When I tell you they're road dogs and besties, I was not exaggerating. These girls, but they will fight to the death to win. So we'll see how it goes.
I am just thrilled to be able to be like commenting on this match because, I wouldn't have wanted to miss this match, no doubt.
So the match rules for this event are lag for the first break, which you just saw, the alternate break format thereafter. The 9-ball does not count on the break in the bottom 2 pockets. The 3-point break rule is in effect. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game, and this is cue ball fouls only. Race to 8. Sofia Mast has won the lag. She will be breaking first.
You know what I love about them is that even though they're besties, as you said, they actually have a very different style of play, I feel like. Sofia, I would call like a kind of a quieter player, whereas, Kaylee is just So,
Powerful.
yeah, so powerful. I mean, just an impressive amount of power behind her, everything she does. It's going to be really fun to watch.
All right, let's see. Sofia is a Predator sponsored player as well as Jam Up Apparel. Speaking of that, I should
How
probably.
tips?
Yep, How Tips is one of her sponsors as well, who's also a WPBA sponsor. So shout out to How. All right, so she lost the cue ball there, huh?
Yep, definitely not how she wanted to start that break. She usually is a very consistent breaker. So she might just need to find a little bit of rhythm starting out.
This is kind of funny. So, both of them start with M's. So in my handy D&D book of bios,
They're right next to each
they're
other.
right by each other. How cute are they?
This is a little bit of a tricky rack here, it looks like. Yeah, she chose to play this safe. I don't blame her on that at all.
Well, and if Sofia, the thing here is that if Sofia has scratched on the break. So if Sofia does not make a good hit on this one ball, now she's going to officially be on 2.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that might be a quick starter game depending on the options. But I also know how Kaylee is, and she's a very aggressive player in a good way.
I was going to say, as long as she can get by that 7, she would have been, I had no doubt she was going to make contact. But
So still, she has to decide, right? The 3 doesn't, I don't know that it goes past the pink 4.
But it's an easy area to play a safe in.
So there's definitely an opportunity to potentially 3 foul the pink dagger. We'll see how that goes. Speaking of Kaylee, though, let's talk about Kaylee. She just recently obtained sponsorship. She is a Mucci sponsored player, as well as No Quit Apparel, Iron City Billiards, and Team Straight Pool Eye. She resides in Florida. They do call her the natural. Her current WPBA ranking is number 10. She's been as high as 8 over the last few years. And her first WPBA event was in 2021, the WPBA Sun Home Kiwanis Invitational, which is in Iowa, which is where you're from, right?
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, the original name for that event was the Sondheim, I'm not sure.
Sondheim, that's why. Okay.
Kiwanis Invitational. So that was the original name of it, and it actually changed over the years, but that was the original name of that
Yeah, that's
event.
right. Of course, I remember that.
All right, so does this 3 ball, I wonder if it goes past the pink 4. I think there's a shot that it does. Oh.
Wow. I'm a little surprised that she didn't go for the safe there just because of the being on 2 fouls.
Well, she won't be any longer unless something crazy happens and she scratches or something. But I think Kaylee has to let her know that, right? She has to say,
Is that a rule?
fall.
I was wondering about that.
I do feel like you have to let your player know. But hi, Carol Savage. This is Lonnie Fox. Of course, you know who this is. But I am in the booth with Tara Connor. Tara is one of the ladies currently playing on the WPBA and definitely growing and gaining rank every event. So
working on it, learning the game.
And she's got really cool. It's something she does that's really super cool. She's also a pilot, which I think is insane. But
thank you.
It's pretty cool.
Thank you very much. Yes, yeah. I love flying. It's definitely one of my passions.
Did you fly to here?
I was planning on flying here, but my plane had some service that needed to happen, and unfortunately, it just got done today. So,
okay,
I had to drive.
I would be afraid in the snow. You're not worried about the winter weathers, or?
Actually, it flies really well in winter. Yeah, it's really quite comfortable. I mean, obviously, you don't want to, fly through a blizzard or anything, and that's not an option. But yeah, just a short trip up here from Iowa to Wisconsin. So, yeah,
crazy.
This is an interesting spot. I think she can see it, though, to come back for that 4. She'll be in good shape if she can make this shot.
All right, nice touch. Great stroke by Sofia. Let's talk about Sofia. So Sofia is a Predator Q sponsored player, Jam Up Apparel and How Tips, which we've recently discussed. She shoots with the Predator Black. She uses a Revo shaft. She uses a How Titan tip. She uses, of course, the Air Rush Jump Q and the BK Rush Break Q. She's all Predator all the way. She's currently ranked 23 on
Ooh.
the WPBA, but she has been ranked as high as 17th. And she was our highest U.S. player in Puerto Rico this year in the
That's
women's
right.
division, not just
Yes.
the junior division.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations to her for representing her country so beautifully.
Yeah,
And
was it top 4 that she finished?
I think final 8.
Final 8.
I
Wow.
don't think she got to the final 4. I think she lost to get into the final 4.
Okay. I mean,
But
she played
still,
oh wow.
so good.
Such an incredible competition to finish so well.
Yeah, and she's a Florida girl too, so she's freezing also. Yep, she sure is.
Yeah, I think we gave her some hand warmers.
Yeah. I have some in here
Yeah.
actually. I have a heater too. Just if you get too cold, let me know.
Thank you.
We can turn the heater on underneath the table. I did, yes, folks. I did bring an electric heater with me. It is too cold sometimes. These ladies have had a lot of back and forth action in this first rack.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. I really thought Sofia was going to get out there when she made the 3-ball. But you know, anything can happen, especially the first game. There's always kind of a little different energy, you know, at the very first game.
Well, and I hate to say it, but it is, you know, we're females, and it is difficult to play your roadie.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
even though we all act like it's not. I mean, I'm sure it's difficult for Kelly and Weiwei to play each other as well.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah, Taruko and Brittany are doing
and
it too.
Brittany, you know, there's just a lot of like friends battling friends. And I will say though that it does happen more often than not because we're all kind of buddies here at the WPBA.
It's true.
So
I have been told that you gotta leave your nice on the side when you're playing. Just
yeah. And when you walk away, we just all go to dinner. It is what it is, you know?
Absolutely.
All right. So Sofia went ahead and tried to put the 5 in the middle diamond here on this bottom reel, but it leaked out on her. She did get the cue ball back down to the other end. So we'll see. Kaylee's got a bit of a stroke shot to start with.
I feel like if anyone can hit this shot, it's Kaylee.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's just got such a clean, smooth stroke. And, you know, being a collegiate athlete, being a collegiate golfer, I think that she's just, it's well suited for her to transition into pool.
Absolutely.
And a lot of pool players are golfers and vice versa. Hi, Christy. That's Tina Larson's daughter in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Please, everyone, if you're watching on Billiard TV, make sure you take just a second at some point in your day to go to WPBA Billiards on YouTube and hit the subscribe button. We'd appreciate the support. Then you'll always get notified when we go live.
Ooh.
Oh, she's going to sling it in. Oh, boy. All right. Well, there's that.
No apologies there. She was like, "Yep."
I mean, what do you do? You know, it's 9-ball.
Like, it is 9-ball. It happens to everyone at some point.
And sometimes it happens to you, and sometimes it happens for you.
Exactly.
All right, so Kaylee McIntosh to take the first rack. This is a race to 8 versus Sofia Mast. They call her Kaylee McIntosh the Natural. Please, folks, don't forget to share, like, and to subscribe to the WPBA Billiards. We appreciate all the support, and we need more of that going forward.
Hi, it's Chanel Lorraine, and you're watching the WPBA on YouTube.
And that, you guys, was Chanel Lorraine. If you are not familiar with Chanel, she was probably voted the most beautiful pool player on the planet like 17 times over the last few years.
I didn't know that was a vote, but yeah, I can see she definitely would get it. She's also very friendly and very sweet. So
amazing.
Yes.
One of the nicest people. She did a match earlier today. I think she did our 12 o'clock round with Ada Leo. She's kind, intelligent, sweet, beautiful, all the good things. So make sure you go and check her socials out and give her a share as well and a like.
Really nice break here. This looks like, you know, Kaylee's got a nice wide open table. Shooting over the 3 balls a little tricky, but I don't think it'll be a problem for her. Just taking her time to really analyze the table and see how she wants to get down for that 3 from the 2.
Hi, Spanner Austin from Ireland. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Yeah, she's sitting well for this rack. I mean, Kaylee's break is kind of scary. It's so good.
I know. Gosh.
She just crushes
I would
them.
love to be able to spread them like that. That's just incredible.
She crushes them. I know I had a match against her back in Iowa, actually. And although I beat her in that particular match, afterwards I was like, Kaylee, okay, I know that you're probably mad at me right now, and it's fine, but can you please give me some pointers on your break? And she did. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's just
Yeah,
what we do, you know?
absolutely.
We feed information back and forth to each other, and she's a fantastic athlete, and she understands we're all fighting for the same things here. So it looks like she came up a little short on this three.
Maybe. I mean,
She should
just a
be
solid
fine,
draw
but
stroke will just slide it right over, and she'll yeah, she should be just fine.
yeah, she's got all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice solid stroke.
Oh, wow. This is still the warm up.
All right, so unfortunately, Kaylee has missed the red three.
Yeah, she just hit a little thick and went right into that 9 ball. Sofia's got to be thrilled to get back to this table because, that was such a great break. You don't always you don't always expect that at this level.
No.
But, there's also stream nerves too. I mean, they're playing each other, but they also know that they're playing each other on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And Sophia has definitely told me in the past how much, the pressure of the TV table can get to her. But I actually feel like in the last year, she's really overcome that. I've seen her play now on so many streams, and she always does so well.
Yeah, she definitely has the ability to turn it on when necessary, and I think that's a really good attribute to have. All right, so she's made a good starting shot on the red three. She's kind of in that same situation as Kaylee. She just needs to put a little stun draw on it. She can go forward. Obviously, that's a preference.
Yeah, if you go forward, you really have to make sure to hit it smooth and come back. Because that 7, yeah, otherwise, nicely done.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, ooh, that made me all nervous. All right, so she's sitting well here. I think she's just kind of trying to pay attention. She can just roll this in. Definitely a preference. I don't know if I would try to come back out. I think I'd just roll her in and take the cut on the 7, just like that.
I apologize. I thought that 6 was the 8 ball. So I thought she was aiming for the 7 ball there.
Oh.
I was like, oh, what is she doing? Oh, okay, now I see
Just
it's green.
Yeah, you're like, no, wrong ball. All right, 2 rails around. Seating up nicely for the 9 in the exact same pocket.
I'm really rooting for this to go hill, honestly.
We've had some good ones, like Fan Yu Xuan just went hill with Kelly Fisher on the feature
that was
table.
amazing.
Emily Duddy and Tina Larson went hill on the feature table.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had some really great matchups already here at this event. I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Big Family Custom Creations, Get Your Game On, and Game On Gear, as well as Diamond. And Aramith.
Yeah, Diamond brings in all of these tables just for this event. They're amazing sponsors. These tables are pristine, so well taken care of. We really appreciate this.
Yeah, we've been pretty blessed. We have some great long-standing sponsorships with Diamond, Aramith, and Simonis. And of course, we have so many new sponsors this year. Thank you so much to Kamui, How Tips, and How Carbon Fiber Shafts. Big Family did join us this year. Castillo Leather Goods as well. Super Shot Billiards for some of their merchandise. Thank you to them for their support this year. And who am I missing?
There she goes. She fixed her break. She kept that cue ball down.
Yeah, we knew that she wasn't going to continue to make the same mistake. I think that's a sign of a good player, right? The ability to adjust.
Absolutely.
In the moment, the ability to adjust. These two are probably not allowed to play together. All right, so they've removed the Perfect Rack, which, speaking of, the Perfect Rack is the official rack sponsor for the WPBA.
absolutely love that rack. I have a couple of them at home. They are my go-to. They're also my Christmas presents to everyone that I know that that plays pool.
Well, I would think that they would be really happy about that because they are fantastic racks. Had really good luck with them. They last a long time. There's some longevity in them.
Yeah, they don't wrinkle easily at all. I mean, they really hold up. I like that stroke she put on that ball. It really seemed confident and assured. I love that.
All right.
Wow.
Nice spin stroke there. A little bit of draw action from Sofia Mast. All right, so I'm trying to see. It looks as though she may be on the wrong side of this.
I think she's
So
just enough that she can spin it, though.
Yeah, she's going to use a high left-hand spin. Oh, wait, no, it would be right hand
Right,
because
yeah.
I'm looking at it backwards.
High spin to go to the left from this angle.
So she's sitting nicely. Good stuff here for Sofia. Guys, if you have just a second too and you're friends with Sofia or Kaylee, could take just a second and share this stream to their socials. I'm sure that their fans and families would appreciate being able to easily click the link and end up in the WPBA YouTube channel.
Looks like she's got just enough angle on this to be able to slide over for the 7. She's not going to probably go far, but make her shot. Oh, she did such a good job. Wow. I thought she didn't have enough angle.
Well, here I don't think she has enough angle at all.
Yeah, now we got straight. We're close to it.
She may opt to play short side and just draw this back. So staying on the same side of the table as the brown 7, potentially cutting the 8 into the left-hand corner pocket.
Yeah, about 3 diamonds. It shouldn't be too hard for her. Not quite as smooth of a stroke as she usually puts on it, I think.
Yeah, she kind of jammed it a little
Just a
bit.
little.
Had a little bit of body movement there. That's okay. Still makeable, and she has options. You can see she's kind of trying to decide.
Yeah, I would opt for the back cut here, personally.
So I know that you guys can't see it at home, but for those of you who aren't aware, these ladies are on a mandatory 40-second shot clock with a 40-second extension per rack and 60 seconds after the break. Well, a little containing safety there. Well, yeah, I like it. If she, didn't like the shot.
Yeah, that was probably the smart move.
See if Kaylee gives her back or if Kaylee stays aggressive here. Is Kaylee going to try to bank the 8 ball?
It looks like it's kind of a cross. I mean, she'd have to kind of back cut the bank. She's just a tiny bit past, but if you hit it hard, you could probably shorten the angle a little. And it would leave her perfect on the 9, so. Yeah, these bank really true. I mean, the rails are amazing. I think looks like she's kind of eyeing it to send the 8 ball up to the top and leave the cue ball down here, but. Do you think she'll zigzag?
I think she needs to jack up and drain the bank. I just
You
feel
heard
like,
it here first,
right.
ladies and gentlemen.
She's not gonna. It looks like she's queued it up and she's playing
zigzag.
Yeah.
She came up a little short though.
Yeah, she's gonna play the safety, but I think in her heart of hearts, she really
Wanted to go for that. Yeah.
I think when the safety can be just as difficult as potentially the shot, sometimes you just gotta go for it. It's early enough in the set. It may,
Yeah. Right.
And I believe that was Sofia's break, right?
That's correct because Sofia.
Yes, she
Sofia
won the
broke
leg.
first. Yeah. This is the 3rd game.
So really, to be fair, she might have been able to break serve if she just drains the bank. I don't know if she was fighting her internal self, which we all do so often.
Yeah. If she was way up in this game, if it was like 6-1, I feel like you're right. She would have gone for that bank.
Yeah.
As it is now, just take your time.
Yeah, see, I float back and forth on that concept. I sometimes think, well, it's early. Like, how do you know if you're going to be able to shoot those shots if you don't try, right? All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Sophia Mast, 2-1 over Kaylee McIntosh, the natural.
Yeah, and as you said, it's probably a lot, how comfortable you are with that safety.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We've got some live scores going on in case anyone's interested. We've got Taruko. Yep, there we go. 2-1 over Brittany. Savannah Easton is down 1 to Kawahara. Ashley Rice is tied up with Tram. Olivia Chang is up 1-0 on Christina Zlateva. Weiwei 3-0 against Tina Larson. So obviously we know Sofia Mast and Kaylee McIntosh. And then Ashley Benoit is down 0-3 against Chen. And Sandy Chang is down 0-2 against Margareta Fefalova. Well, Steyer. Another name that needs to be updated in the system, I think.
Sorry about that, folks. We're going to have to get rid of the live scoring.
Looks like a couple.
We have some sound issues going on in the arena, and their tech guy has come in to try to help facilitate that. So I had to step away, and I think Tara wasn't exactly sure where the thing was to get rid of it. So you guys got to watch the live scores for a few minutes longer than necessary.
So this is a tricky one. Are you going to try and float the cue ball behind the 8? It's a little hard of an angle.
That is difficult. Looks like she's going to cross over it. Maybe she'll try to get the cue ball under the 7-9. We'll see. She's got to get it there, though, because if you don't, this is definitely one of those weird sellout safeties.
Although she did leave her right on the rail, making this quite a bit more difficult.
Yeah, the pace was good. Maybe just a tad more spin and maybe a little bit more right-hand English. Gets it to dip down under the 7 a little further. Yeah, this is tough. And it's so hard, right? You shoot this 2. If you play this 2 offensively, getting to the 4 is so difficult because of that right there. You've got to roll it in. And now you've got to accept a tougher shot on the 4, but at least the 5 is right in the pocket. So, you're like, okay, if I just make this ball.
You can get out of shape a little and have it'd be all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice touch. Good bump off the 9.
Does the 7 go now?
Yeah, she might have made that 7 more difficult. Sophia definitely has a very nice roll stroke. She, from frozen to the rail, she can do things, that you can tell that she's put a lot of time in. She doesn't use a lot of body movement. It's impressive to see at such a young age, to be honest. The maturity of this young girl.
Absolutely. In pool years, she is much older than many.
Absolutely. I don't know exactly what's happening, if she called her extension or...
Seems like she was waiting for something.
Yeah, that's weird because there's nothing around her, though. She's in the arena. So...
Opting to play underneath the 6.
Well, the good thing is that she's got good angle here, so she should be able to.
Yeah, she's probably going to come
across
and shoot it in the bottom right pocket is my guess.
All right, nice shot by Sofia.
I think she may have overhit that a little.
Well, we can go to the side view. I think as long as she can avoid the scratch, she's fine. That's tough. She's looking at that now.
Yeah, not loving it.
No. Now she uses her extension. I'm almost wondering if she was looking at the clock earlier trying to decide if she was going to use her extension. So she's elevating, so she's trying to drag the cue ball away from the point of contact to
that was
avoid
a
the
really
scratch.
hard shot.
All right. Kaylee McIntosh back at the table here. I think these are the type of shots that Kaylee really excels at.
I was just about to say this shot was made for Kaylee. Just put a little draw, turn it around the corner, and come right back around for the 8. But not so much draw that you scratch.
Right.
Although she might even just be able to hit it kind of center ball with the left turn.
So 2 rails around for the 8. Let's see what she does. Oh.
I was about to say, and I didn't want to jinx anything, but that was very similar to the shot she missed earlier. A little bit of a back cut there into that corner.
So these ladies are very, very close in Fargo. They are like a 900 in Friends. So this is tough action for these girls.
Oh, overcutting.
So Sofia has overcut the ball. But in all fairness, I mean, she's left Kaylee difficult, and the 8 ball would not have been my favorite shot to shoot next.
Absolutely. And if you're going to miss it, that's how you want to miss it.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely hit it on the overcutting than undercutting.
Yeah, the overcut, like you definitely, if you're going to cut something like that, you definitely want to overcut it because the ball comes back and lays in the middle of the rail. But when you undercut it, it stays in the pocket.
As long as it doesn't go by the side pocket. Kaylee needs, seems to be having a little trouble with the speed here on these safeties. She hasn't been able to quite get them nailed down to where she wants that cue ball or the object ball to go. I have no doubt she'll adjust quickly, though.
Well, this is her first match, whereas this is Sofia's second.
Yep.
So Sofia's had a little more time in competition to make necessary adjustments on how, thick or thin you're hitting balls, like the speed at which you're able to move the cue ball comfortably.
Absolutely.
But Kaylee, she's just had practice time, so. I actually prefer the bank here. Unless she can dig in and go 1, 2, 3 rails under the 9.
She might try and hit it then on the right, but it looks like she is going for the bank. I mean, she's been struggling with the safety. I would absolutely go for it if I were her.
Oh.
Oh, unfortunate there.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be willing to accept that you could potentially sell out if you're shooting the bank, but I think the safeties weren't working, so I agree with you. Like, okay, let's try banking now.
Exactly. Three missed safeties in a row. You just go for it.
Yeah.
And she's a good banker, so she had pretty good odds there.
Absolutely. Nice.
Yeah, hit that perfectly.
All right, this 8 ball. Nice and smooth. She's cueing awkwardly over the 9, so she really needs to keep it smooth and just focus on pocketing the 8. She's all in it. Nice stroke by Sofia.
Slight back cut. Nice spot, though.
These ones I sometimes feel like these are like optical illusions for me.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has that one angle where, it should be really easy and is a little tricky, so.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so looks as though the score is currently 3-1 in favor of the Pink Dagger. And we're going to say thank you to our sponsors. All right, Sofia Mast to break.
So the cue ball got away on that one a little bit. She definitely would have liked, to keep it up towards the middle of the table.
Well, so she was the breaker. So she can push.
Yeah, it was a legal break. Legal break being that at least 2 balls crossed the head string. I believe that 4 did. I actually wasn't watching perfectly, but but yeah, and she pocketed 1 ball, so that's the 3-point rule. Opting for the push.
I don't know. Kaylee will probably give this back.
Yeah. I think she wanted to make it so you could kind of see the 1 without being able to really, commit to a good safety.
There was a little smirk on Sophia's face. I think she's like, of course you gave it back, right? Sure you did.
Can't blame her there. Not an easy one.
All right, so let's go
This
to the
is
side
really
view
tough
for
shot.
this. There's Sofia Mast.
A long jump.
Jumping.
Oh, nice shot.
Nice
And
try. Made a good hit. Okay, push that 9 out of the way so the 2 becomes much more open. Kaylee comes to the table. She really needs to dig in here. Now, I will tell you that I have played Kaylee numerous times because her and I kind of floated where we ran into each other a lot in the second
same
round.
area, yeah.
A lot. We were just discussing that earlier today, and I know that Kaylee is never out. She's never down. Like, she just keeps fighting. And so even though Sofia may be up a couple games, really doesn't hinder Kaylee's thought process or how she's going to play. So that's one thing I do have to say about a lot of these girls is they really know how to just stay in their moment,
Yes.
take every rack and every ball.
That's how you get
for
to
what
this
it is.
level. Yeah, that's how you get to be the seeded players, just continuously just keeping it going no matter what happens.
Well, and the scoreline shouldn't have anything to do with what you're doing. Like, you know what I mean in that regard. Like every
Absolutely.
shot is executed the same way, whether you're on the hill or you're on 1.
Absolutely.
Right? So these ladies are really good about staying at it and keep working and making good decisions, doing things based on how they're trained to do them, and not doing it with a lot of emotion. So, well, I'm sure Kaylee's getting ready to get back into this matchup. I'm happy for her too. She just recently obtained sponsorship with Mucci, which I think was a good thing for her. She needed to have a great Q sponsor, so the shout out to them for taking on Kaylee. She is a great ambassador.
Can she see this?
I'm not sure. Sure.
She's sort of, yeah, she's paused now. Maybe she hooked herself slightly. Yep, looks like she must have. Just a little harder and she would have had that. Probably another inch and she would have been perfect.
She is on a shot clock, so she's either going to have to take the extension, which she may have already done, or she's going to have to shoot.
Looking at the combo. That's a really tough combo. But it could send the 4 all the way to the left pocket. Oh, she was trying to carry him, maybe.
Right, this is not a terrible shot. Oh.
Wow. It's the best safety so far.
Yeah. I'm like, whoa.
2 rails around.
Very smart by Kaylee, though. She plays the carom, the 5 into the 8, and then draws that cue ball back
Got the
beautifully.
cue ball. Yeah, she made sure it got out of there.
Trying to keep herself in the line of the 6 ball just in case she pockets the 5, but definitely getting under the 6 to keep the cue ball safe. She just got a really good roll because the 8 banked around and came and sat on it. I like to remind people as well that this is Kaylee's first match of the event. She's a seeded top 16 player. So she advances automatically into the second round on the A side.
Yeah, so everyone in the top 16 has a bye the first round.
Yeah, first round bye.
She must have to put some English on this. Oh.
That was tough. That was a very tough hit.
Yeah.
So Kaylee, safety successful. Coming to the table with ball in hand. The 6 and the 7 are a little odd in placement. Even though she has ball in hand, she has to make a really clear decision. Is she going for the 6 in the side? Is she going to lay up and take the 6 in the corner? She has to be mindful of the angle because she's got to get back for the brown 7.
Mm-hmm. So she'll have to take the short side on the 7. Unless...
I think the angle might be fooling us. I don't know.
I always have such a hard time with those little bit of subtle angles to tell on the stream.
It's very difficult.
Yeah, short side. That was really nicely done. She could basically just stop it and have have a nice little spot for the 8 to the 9. Oh, she decided. Oh, wow.
The little one-stroke wonder right there. Can't do that. Can't take those little things for granted, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think maybe Kaylee was a little quick in that delivery.
I'm surprised she didn't just stop it. I mean, I really am.
Yeah, this is a pretty simple shot. Just got to pocket the ball. You don't have to do anything fancy. It's very natural to position to the 9.
Yeah,
Just let the angle kind of do the work for you.
That's why I was so surprised that Kaylee really tried to draw that back when the angle was there. But, she seemed to think that was the shot for her.
Mr. Ed. You caught that, huh? Ooh. All right, so it looks like Kaylee is going to take her break. She is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while she's taking a break, please enjoy some of our commercials about why the ladies here at the WPBA love the WPBA.
I love WPBA because it's like a big family and we feel so warm.
The sisterhood amongst the women. One of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten out of pool were the friendships that I've built from them.
What I like most about the WPBA is their continued support for women's pool.
I love the camaraderie and the competitiveness of the WPBA players.
WPBA gives us a chance, a stage to compete and show our passion.
The WPBA always supports us in that every tournament we go to, they will always take care of us.
What I love about the WPBA are all the fierce competitors out there.
The competitiveness.
I love the equipment at the WPBA.
I like the most about WPBA that they keep continuing to support women's sport throughout so many years.
What I love about the WPBA are the fans.
What I love most about the WPBA is that we're all kind of like one big family.
I love that the WPBA brings great competition from around the world.
The WPBA has been a huge part of the growth of women's pool, and I love them for that.
The WPBA is the longest-standing women's professional pool tour and the biggest supporter of women playing pool.
An incredible community of strong women and people who are putting a lot of time and effort in growing women's pool.
Gives women something to strive for, a reason to improve their game and to try their hardest to become a better player.
I get to play with the best players in the world, and not only that, but I get to call them my friends.
Every time I get to come to an event, I feel at home with all of the girls.
Meeting and competing against fierce women.
The camaraderie amongst the players.
The fierce and high-level competition with a beautiful group of ladies.
We have always stuck together, and most of all, because of our competitive spirit with each other and our long-lasting friendships.
The organization always listens to what the players have to say, and they're always trying to improve the tour for us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some stuff going around the room. Let's check that out while we're waiting for Kaylee to come back. Kaylee to come back to her match. We got Margarita Fefalova 5-0 over Sandy Sandizzle Chang. And, of course, our feature matchup, which you're watching. Wei Su Chen is 7-0 over Tina Larson at the moment. And Larson's been having some good runs this event. Through her stage 1 performance was stellar.
Absolutely.
And then we've got Olivia Chang and Christina Zlateva 2-2. Winbij Tram, I never say this right, 5-1 over Ashley Rice. And then Chihiro Kawahara is 5-0 over the Roadrunner. Brittany Bryant has extended her lead 4-2 over Taruko Macklin Kukuleli. The besties are battling it out. And it looks like our girls may be back in action on the feature table. This is Kaylee McIntosh, who you can see racking right there, versus Sofia Mast, the world junior champion. And they are also roadies and besties, and I'm sure this is not their most fun moment.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm sure they'd love to not have to draw each other so early in the event.
Absolutely. There's nothing worse than putting your friend into the B side.
No, it's terrible. And our B side is treacherous this
Absolutely.
event.
Oh my
We've
goodness.
got April and Kelly and Allison all on the B side. There's a couple others as well.
Yeah, you know, there's really something to be said. So a lot of the international players had to come in stage 1, and I think that only benefits them. It's like they warm up, you know, for 2 days to get to this stage. And, you know, they're coming in and playing the players who are just getting here, haven't had a match yet. You know, they have a little bit of an advantage there. That was her break. I'm going to have to ask her for some tips on the break because, yeah, if she's free with tips, then I could definitely learn something from her. Wow. I think she was playing a bit of a two-way there. If she makes the shot, she's still got her 4, and if she had missed the shot, she would have, you know, hooked her. That was really nicely done. Coming out strong from her break.
I need my glasses, Tara. I'm struggling today. I think that I have recently started working, having some vision issues and wearing the readers, right? That started to happen. But I think some of that might be partially to blame for my headache for 3 days. So
oh, yeah.
We'll see. Being blind is brutal. All right, so Kaylee. She's staying in the window. Looks like she's fine. She should be just fine on the 6.
That was nicely done.
I'd like to see her really just put in the work and take the time.
Yeah, this should be her rack for sure.
Oh, Larry Holt. Larry, hi, how are you? That's the creator of the BridgeMate. For those of you guys who are not familiar, the BridgeMate tool is a basically a bridge.
Yeah, it's a
that slides over your cue shaft. They are available for sale. You can reach out to Steve Rao Pro Billiards as well, and I'm sure if Larry wanted to, he could put the link, if there is one, for their website on the chat for anyone who's interested in those. They're super fun, super cool. I have a great time with mine. We're working on getting them approved through the WPBA, but they are approved in BCA and on the world stage. Just waiting for the confirmation here with the tour.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to try them yet, but I definitely want to.
All right, nice touch there on that 7th. Great shot by Kaylee. She looks pretty determined.
Yeah, I feel like she's walking very confidently around this table.
Yeah, she's got a lot of fight in this girl.
As long as she doesn't cat to the side, yep, perfect.
Yeah, she's perfectly fine in this 9-ball to try to get a few games back there from Sofia. It got weirdly cold in our room, didn't it?
Yes, it definitely. Would you like me to turn the heater on?
I got to plug it in.
Oh, okay.
I got to crawl underneath the table to plug it in. But it might be time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kaylee McIntosh scores.
Break and run.
Yeah, 4-2 in favor of Sofia Mast. Sofia to break.
I love the pink break cue for the pink dagger. All right, we are going to plug our heater in while we're waiting for the rack in the frozen tundra that is Wisconsin. Now I'm curious to see how this break goes. She's had 2 great breaks, I think, and 2 not as great breaks. That was well done. This is a really nice spread. It looks like she's going to have, as long as she can get that one, I think, into the side, which I feel like she should be able to. The rest of the rack is very, very nicely open. Okay, well done, opting for the corner. This is one of those racks where if you just keep the cue ball in the center of the table, with the exception of the 6 ball, the 5 to 6 is definitely going to be the hardest part of this because of that 8 ball in the way. But yeah, I think Sofia should do well here.
All right. We got the heater going. Hopefully it doesn't give us any back feed for the microphones. But it is chilly in here. And we're right by an outside door in our media room.
A bit of a draft.
And sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it gets really warm in here. And other times it gets really cold. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
I like that you came prepared.
Yeah. The only thing is I feel like it's blowing cold air. So I'm going to have to work on that. But it might just be because it hasn't been used. Oh, it's warming up.
Yeah, it just takes a second.
Ooh, that's good. All right.
Beautifully done there. Sliding over for the 5, giving herself plenty of angle to come across for that 6. She handled that really nicely. And our heater smells like it's got someone's hair on fire.
All right, folks.
So pleasant.
Well, it hasn't been used since last year, so it's only going to be that bad for a minute.
Love it, Sofia. Nicely
At least I thought of it. Last year, I remember freezing in here, and I remembered that my husband bought me a heater. So thank you so much for coming in and checking it out. Greetings from the United States. All right, what a great opportunity here, Sofia, to really kind of dig in, extend that lead. They're starting to answer each other.
Yep,
This could be dangerous.
This is what we were expecting, I think, was the them to just sort of pick up steam. Ooh, she got a little more spin on that than needed. So now she's got to lay across the table. These big tables are very hard for us smaller players. I'm having flashbacks to the 9-ball I left very similarly and missed. Oh, well, really nicely done. 2 break and runs in a row.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Showing a little bit more of their class here.
Yeah, and I feel like Kaylee is, I'm really hoping that, she can keep this up because she's looked so good on that last rack.
Absolutely.
Because Sofia got a couple games ahead to start, it's going to be hard to catch up, but she won't give up.
No, I mean, neither one of these ladies is going to have, there's no quit in either of these girls.
Absolutely.
I want to say make sure to share, like, and subscribe here at the WPBA YouTube channel. We appreciate all the support. You can check us out. It's called WPBA Billiards. If you're watching on Billiard TV and you want to check out any of our past matches or past content, please go to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. And then you always get notified when we go live.
Another amazing break. The spread is just beautiful. Margareta Fefilova is up 6-0 on Sandy Chang right now. Tram is up 5-1 against Ashley Rice. Savannah Easton got one on the board. It's now 5-1 from Kawahara.
Kawahara played near flawless at me this morning. She made a couple mistakes that I should have capitalized on, and then I won a couple racks. But really, other than that, she played almost flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to see. You don't want to be the opponent when that happens, but it's really kind of a beautiful when someone can just, have such an effortless game. That was a lovely stroke from Kaylee right there. And Brittany has gone up 6-2 against Taruko.
Yeah, it's like this round is a battle of the besties. Like, everybody's fighting everybody. If Angela was still here, I'd be in trouble. I'm positive we'd have drew each other.
Absolutely, yeah, no way, no doubt.
No question. All right, so she's back at it. Sorry, I'm done twiddling under the table, trying to make a heater work, trying to do all the things. Lots of stuff going on here. I can't believe how chilly it got. I ended up turning on. I'm wondering if the fan is connected to the overhead light. Because when I turn it on, you can hear it like.
I'm pretty sure they don't wire things that way. But
girl, I'm just saying, like the fan stops when I turn the lights off. So
I'm pretty sure the fan is more linked to the ductwork. But
no, I'm just saying there's a fan that stops when you turn the lights off.
Yeah, so no, I get what you're saying. It was definitely got strangely cold in here.
I know that's not how electric typically works, but I'm just saying. We are in Wisconsin.
You're right.
I'm kidding, by the way, folks. This is a fantastic venue, but there really is a fan that shuts off when I turn the light off. So it makes me wonder if I'm not killing the heat when I turn the lights off. All right, she needs that to fall.
Wow, that was
a little bit short stroke there, but
yeah, she slow rolled it, but I mean, she got herself the lead. She didn't want to get too high. She's had a little struggle with that back cut, so she made sure to really stay on the right side of the 6.
I'm really liking the way that this match is starting to kind of turn.
Absolutely. That's all I want to see is these two girls play their best pool.
Now, Kaylee, this is definitely a Kaylee McIntosh shot. She's going to probably draw this ball 2 rails around this top right corner pocket, back out to the center of the table. Is she not going to? She's going to kill it. She never does this.
No, I think she's going to draw it off. Yeah.
Oh, she did go around. Okay. At first, it looked like she was cueing
high.
It, yeah, and then I was like, ooh, I don't know.
She maybe got a little far. She's going to have a kind of an awkward angle over the 9, but yeah, she's going to be just fine if she can just keep her stroke smooth.
A little bit of a side view there. Those are some of the seats that are available in front of our players' lounge. There's a ton of spectators all over the room. This place is pretty large. And so I think that particular area of seating, I don't think people realize they can go there and sit because it's right by our player lounge.
Yeah, the only downside is you have to walk right by the table. Yeah. And I think people get a little uncomfortable doing that. No one wants to distract from the players. From the players. So
it's kind of an awkward seating space. It's perfect. I mean, it's a great location to sit and watch the match, but
oh my goodness.
Oh boy. Yeah. She's going to be real mad here in a minute. All right.
I'm sad she didn't make that.
Yeah. So it was almost 3 breaking rounds
in a row. Yeah, I know. I really was.
I
was really rooting for that.
Shot that maybe a little quick.
I think she kind of, she definitely seemed to kind of move a little right after. And Sofia misses it as well. Was that a sympathy miss?
No, I feel like that's what friends do.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's the. You don't walk up feeling yes. You walk up going ooh.
Yeah, you always feel bad. You're like, I don't even want to shoot this.
Yeah. I don't think it's even that conscious. It's more just like a feeling of, yeah, this one, Kaylee's going to take her time on this. Yeah, beautifully done. She is breathing a deep sigh to get out of that one, to get out with the win on that one.
I think that Skylar in our chat, I feel as though you may understand how our female relationships work there.
Yeah.
He's like, she tried to fire in empathetically. Oh, emphatically. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk today. I'm like tongue twisted. I think it's the headache.
Yeah. Drink some water.
Yeah, I've done a lot of that.
Good.
The headache is definitely, it makes it difficult when you stare at a screen and this is what you do, you know?
Absolutely. I don't know how you can do this and then go shoot pool. That's really impressive to me.
Well, based on my first match, I obviously can't do it, so.
No. That wasn't your fault. As you said, she played nearly flawless pool.
She did.
You can't, you definitely can't.
No, she played fantastic, and she was in here practicing early. She came back. I mean, she's a great feeling. I just read feelings. She's a great player. She's 100 points plus Fargo on me. So she is, she's the #1 player in Japan. She works very hard to be very good at what she does. I work really hard to stream, and I put in a little bit of effort to be a good pool player. So I try to do.
You're doing very well.
I try to do all the things. All right, so Sofia has made a legal break.
Yeah, the 4 ball's hiding up there by the 8, but honestly, I think she'll, she just has to make the cut. And Sofia, gosh, she can cut. She's got those young eyes, and she can see the details from anywhere on the table.
She's going to try to just draw this up. She needs the angle for the cut on the 3 to get back on the pink 4, and this is what you like to call the Z shot, right?
Yep,
Z
the
pattern.
zigzag.
She's going to zigzag it back out for the pink 4. So this is probably just a little bit of left-hand English on that cue ball.
That was the shot that after my very first event, which was my very first 9-ball event ever, I had to practice that shot a lot because it comes up so much.
I think it's even more so on the 9-foot tables than it does even on the bar tables.
Oh, absolutely.
Because bar tables, you can play a little bit of a smaller window for things. But with the big table, it's definitely a shot you need to have in your arsenal over and over and over again. It's repetitive, actually. I feel like 9-ball on a 9-foot table is the definition of insanity.
You mean fun? The definition of fun?
Yeah, that too. That too. But yeah, so it looks as though she should be fine here, but she has fallen a little flat on the 6.
Yeah, this is one of those shots she's going to have to put that power follow, and you don't want to spin it out of the pocket when that happens. She hit it perfectly.
Yeah, you definitely have to adjust to the ball, to the pocket, when you're putting that kind of spin on the cue ball. Mike Holland, thank you. I'm going to look into that, actually. My husband and I had a small conversation about that this morning. The blue blockers, glasses.
Yeah, you can actually
for computer.
you can actually get a screen to put over your computer, but we probably need to see the ball's colors a little better than that.
I'd just soon get the glasses.
Yeah.
And I'm not affecting everyone that I work with. All right, so this 8-ball, 1 rail, try to get down table.
She left the same shot as last time on that 9. Coming a little too center. Now she's got to get her extension. That's okay, though. She made it perfectly last time.
So HR Biggs, I'm working on things. We'll see how it goes. I'm not 1,000% exactly how I'm going to do the Sunday swag, but I do have some things, yes, in the works.
All right, Sophia.
There you go, 6-3. This is a race to 8.
That was a break and run, was it correct?
Yes.
I think that was a break and run.
Yes, it was. Yeah, Kaylee did not get an opportunity at the table. So for those of you guys who have never been to a WPBA event, let me explain a few things about the WPBA that's so much fun. We have really cool booths at most of our events. We have some cool swag from Big Family Custom Creations. Then Game On Gear, they like to show up and set up a booth at our events. Steve Rao, Pro Billiards, Kelly Fisher, and Wei Su Chen's manager. He also sets up a booth, and he's kind enough to sell some of our WPBA stuff for us at his booth.
Yeah, Super Shot Billiards.
Yeah, Super Shot Billiards. A lot of the merchandise that we sell comes from them. And it's just a good time. And in a few of our events a year, we have amateur events going on alongside. So you always want to kind of pay attention to what we got going on. We talk about it regularly in the stream. And like this particular event, the Dr. Pool Wow Sao Open is going on. And there's an 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, and teams going on alongside of us. So if you guys are ever interested in checking out a WPBA event, just go to WPBA.com, find a venue that's closest to you. We would love to see you. We're in close proximity with our fans. We're very approachable, and we enjoy having everyone here. So
yeah, absolutely.
If you ever get the chance to do it in person, I would suggest doing it at least once, right? I mean, I know you can watch the stream.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But
it's nice to be able to sit and watch like 4 matches right in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's wonderful, and the girls are super approachable. You can get autographs. You can purchase our media guide and get all the girls to sign it for you. The top 32 go into our media guide every year.
Yeah, the new one will be coming out after this event.
Yeah, so
with the final rankings for the top 32. So this was the first break that Kaylee's had where she hasn't gotten a shot right off the break. She was forced to play safety, but she played such a good safety, and Sofia played one right back.
Oh, boy.
I'm saying such a good safety because, you know, the few safeties in a row there, she really struggled with the speed, and this one she left that one ball right where she wanted to, right on the rail.
Yeah, she's starting to get a little more acclimated, and I can't preach it enough that Sofia has already played a match today, where Kaylee is coming off. This is Kaylee's first match of the day. There you go. They've asked Jerry Stuckert, the tournament director for this event, to come over and watch the hit.
Right around that 8 ball, looks like.
2 rails underneath the 1, and she has missed it.
Yeah, I think if that 8 ball wasn't there, she would have been able to come a little higher on that pocket.
So Sofia is going to come to the table with ball in hand. I do think the 1 goes. I don't think that's much of an issue.
Yep.
Yeah, I think she's fine there. I would say that the difficult shot may be from the 4 to the 6. If she can figure that out, she should be sitting really nicely in this rack. So Sofia's safety was super successful, huh?
Yeah.
Worked out nicely.
Yeah, locking it up like that under the 3 was such a nice shot. I was worried how she was going to get through there, but she did it really well.
And this is the point in the rack where she's got to make some decisions, some real decisions.
Yeah. I personally would like to be on the left side of the 4 to come off the bottom rail and come across. Does she have enough angle?
She's fallen a little straight, I think. No more than maybe intended.
She might.
She may be able to go 1, 2 rails through the 6, 7.
I think she's going to just draw it back.
Well, she may not have a choice.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, but she could short draw it, and then go between the 6, 7. No, she went for the big draw.
Yeah, she had. I mean, she just really didn't have an option there. She's straight and comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody likes it. She's like, yeah, good shot. Yeah. When I'm playing, I do that to myself sometimes. I'm like, yeah, good shot.
Well done.
Yeah. You hit it great.
We have 2 players on the hill right now. Tram is on the hill, 7-2 against Ashley Rice, and Brittany Bryant is on the hill, 7-2 against Taruko.
Oh, yeah, I got some hill matches happening.
Yeah,
lots of things going on around the room. Christina Zlateva is getting back in that match. She's up 4-3 over Olivia Chang. I think she was down for a minute.
Yeah. And Savannah's also gotten a couple of racks.
Yeah, so she's trying to get back in that match.
6-3, Kawahara versus Savannah Easton.
Well, thank you. I believe it's Olivier. Is that how you would say it?
Yes.
He said the WPBA is amazing. Thank you. We think so too.
And Lonnie is amazing for this stream. Absolutely.
Oh, hi, Amanda. I don't know if I'll be playing on the stream, but yes, the stream is all weekend. We'll be here until Sunday. I'm going to go buy a cushion for my chair. And we'll be bringing you all the top action here at the WPBA. This is the Dr. Pool Tour Championships. It's presented by Dr. Pool Promotions and Jacoby Custom Cues. This is the finale to our 48th season here at the WPBA.
Wow, that's amazing.
So, yeah, thank you to all our sponsors, especially our tour sponsors that just year after year support us. We're so thankful for them. Diamond, Simonis, Aramith, and of course our newest sponsors this year with Big Family Custom Creations, the ICA Training Tool, Castillo Leather Goods, How Tips, Kamui Chalk, and How Carbon Fiber Flash. And of course Super Shots Billiard Products. He's been amazing to help us with our merchandise this year, so I'm sure we'll be doing more work with them going forward. And RJH Custom Cues for his support. Richard has been phenomenal. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to improve the audio on the stream, so thank you so much. And Willie, to all the fans, you guys are really our sponsors for the stream. Without you guys, we would not have been able to make the improvements that we have. And so shout out.
Absolutely.
Give yourselves a pat on the back. All right, so she has made a legal break. She does have a shot on the 1. This may get her on the hill. I thought she was already
she's on the hill. Yeah, she's on the hill.
I was like, wait a minute.
I think she may have forgotten to
hit the button.
Yeah.
Let's pull back for a second, folks. Let's just see. 7-3. You can see the scoreboard. It's at the top. Unfortunately, you know, the light is right there. So score is currently 7-3 in favor of Sofia Mast. There is another scorekeeper to the left. That's not this match.
That's for table 3, yeah.
Yeah.
So just going to put out there, I'm not even sure how to say this. We'll go with Chen, has played Ashley Benoit. She won already.
Amber Chen.
Yeah. And then also Wei Wei did beat Tina Larson.
So she defeated Tina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, so those scores weren't up there on our live scores bracket. That's why I wanted to give them a little.
Brittany has gone to the hill against Taruko.
Mm-hmm.
And Kawahara is still in the lead over Savannah Easton, the Roadrunner, but Savannah has gone a few games back. It's 6-3. All right, so this 5, it looks to me as though she may have to play it in a combination unless she can get 2 rails underneath it. That's not my favorite shot.
Yeah, she just wanted to cheat the pocket there.
She did.
And
right?
Yeah, if you have to, boy, ball in hand on that 5 is definitely a blessing.
Yeah, for sure. Now, if she's, I mean, I have a girlfriend who's super comfortable with combinations, and I'll explain why I think this. With the ball in hand to play the 5-8 might not be a terrible thing because after you shoot the 5, the 7 now has an open pocket, right?
You're right.
And she's got ball in hand.
Mm-hmm.
But if she leaves the 8 ball there, now she has to play position from the 6 to the 7 in a different pocket.
Absolutely a valid point for sure.
So with the ball in hand, I'm going to say the combination isn't like terrible. Maybe she's going to bump it right here. We'll see. Little tap-tappy? No tap-tappy.
Oh, she did try though. Yeah, she got really close. And now I think she's a little straight on the 6. She might be hit the left side with the cue, but this is a tricky one. She can draw it back. Yeah, that was a really hard shot.
Well, and I feel as though Kaylee definitely went at that. She almost like one-stroked it and then swung. It just kind of felt like it was fast, you know? Like she didn't stay with consistent timing through the shot and came up off the ball very quickly. I mean, we do always know when we've missed the ball.
Yeah.
You just feel it,
yep.
Right? So she may have felt it right from the release and just kind of came up on it.
I wouldn't be surprised if she comes back and kind of really works on that draw stroke. 'Cause she's had just a couple of, draws that didn't go her way.
I think it was more of a pocketing issue, though, right? Because she just didn't make the ball when she was doing the drawing, you know? It just makes you go, Like, Kaylee just really doesn't typically miss those shots.
Yeah.
She's, I kind of feel like a little bit it has something to do with playing Sofia because she may just not have that killer instinct that Kaylee is very well known for. She has the heart of a lion.
Yeah, that's a really fair point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, because you just don't see her make mistakes on shots like that. So it does make me feel as though, that connection to Sofia may be a little bit deeper.
And the stream,
mentally.
too. I mean, everyone knows the stream table does add a little aspect to it.
That's
as
my
well.
favorite.
Oh, of course.
I love playing on the stream.
Oh, she tried to get that, too.
Yeah, Sofia is phenomenal. And, it's clearly obvious. She's working so hard. She's definitely one of the best representatives the United States has for women in pool, and her future is super bright. So we're excited to be a part of that, and we're glad to have her as part of the WPBA family. We love her.
It's impossible not to love Sofia, I feel
like amazing.
Yeah.
See, you never know based on her facial expression if she's winning or losing. If you come up and speak to her, she doesn't speak to you any differently, whether she comes off a win or a loss. It's very impressive and very mature.
Mm-hmm. So Brittany has won 8-3 against Taruko Macklin.
Another battle of the besties. That's a tough one. But that is A-side matchups, just so everyone knows, folks. So Taruko is still going to be competing. She's just going to be taking the scenic route.
Which is one of the toughest scenic routes I think we've ever had. In
Michigan was kind of similar.
Michigan was similar, yep. Jasmine Ocean and Kelly, I think, went into the scenic route.
Both lost early. Mm-hmm.
Not who you expect to play on your second match.
Oh.
She thought she could make that.
Well, thanks, Sue. Yeah, I like playing the stream. I actually don't mind it at all. Some people can't stand it. I don't even think about it, to be fair.
There's something wrong with you.
Yeah, and I don't want to go into names, but one of the top streamers in the industry back in the day started streaming, and he's from my area, and so I was always on the stream, so I got to a point where I almost just don't think about it.
Yeah, it's so helpful to kind of grow up with that.
Yeah, like early on, in the day and age of the terrible webcams. I did a lot of streaming and played a lot of stream tables, so I just don't really think about it much.
So Kaylee took that one back from Sofia. That was her break.
Yeah, she was able to break serve there and maybe be able to put a 2-pack together here.
So it is actually 7-4 now.
Yes.
Just so everyone knows.
It's weird. Both those scores are the same right now on the score flippers. I hope Sofia's not accidentally changing the wrong scorecard.
No, she's not. She's not. She just must have, the tablets that we hit when we do the scores are a little sensitive. If you don't hit it perfectly right on the button, then it might not register that you've done it. So she probably walked over, tapped it, and didn't wait to see that it had actually gone through. We'll see if Kaylee catches it now. Yes, Kaylee caught that and changed the score. All right, let's see how the break goes. Well, the 2 ball sitting on that side rail, it's not ideal, but definitely not bad. Definitely not bad with the cue ball right there in the center of the table. Looks like it's going to be a nice rack.
Yeah, it's nice. She's close enough to the 2 that the shot isn't as difficult.
Yeah.
She'll have full cue ball and be able to comfortably stroke through the shot. I definitely want to be mindful if she decides she's going to draw out of the 2. With draw, the ball tends to hug to the rail a little bit better than with a follow stroke.
Mm-hmm.
So if she were to cheat the pocket a little bit, it would be better, but that was not it. She's going to
I thought this was
slop it in.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be the 8 ball all over again.
All right. She'll be like, take that, Sofia.
Yeah, that's one of those shots that you're thinking about how you're going to leave that, so carefully.
So it looks like Kaylee may understand that this is the end of this match. Sofia has put together a couple really nice outs, and I favor her to be able to handle this situation well.
Yeah, as long as she can stay for that 5.
She could always roll it forward and shoot the 5 in the side pocket, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Instead of even trying to just hold it into the perfect line. The perfect line may be into the side pocket. Oh, she had way more angle on that than we thought.
Yeah, I knew she had a little angle, but I didn't think she could get that much. That was well done.
She hit that really well. I was like, oh, well, that's not straight at all. Take that. Silly screen.
Yeah, so now and then when she just... Yeah, this is that shot. You got to draw back I don't think she can follow. Yeah, she might be able to follow it forward, actually, if she wanted to. It's kind of a preference. Yeah, the 9 ball was what I was wondering, but.
All right. Now, do you like shooting this ball in the side pocket?
Absolutely.
You're comfortable with
I
that
love the side
here?
pocket.
I don't mind them either. I think
Yeah.
they're okay.
Because the 7 is sitting there in the corner and you don't have to push through it, you can really just make a smooth stroke. I think that this works. If you had to kind of push to move the cue ball, then I would change my mind on that.
It may be a little bit steeper than we think it is, just based on the fact that she looks as though she may be. It is a little steep.
Oh, it's not a gimme shot for sure, but
she may be going to the corner with this.
She went for the corner. That was her preference. Yeah. That was unfortunate. Yeah, I almost feel like she could have, if she didn't want the side, gone with a safety.
I don't mind cutting it up in the corner. I don't know. I like corner pockets. I mean, I don't know. I like any pockets as long as I'm the one shooting.
yeah, that's fair.
I'm definitely okay with anything as long as I'm the one playing.
But she's left us in a really easy spot for Kaylee.
All right.
Especially now that the 9's sitting there by the corner.
I forget about the fact that these ladies are on a mandatory shot clock. So in hindsight, I'm wondering if Sofia maybe should have taken a few extra seconds. Maybe
taken the extension on that one.
Take the extension there. I mean, that is kind of a pivotal shot in that rack.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe a little bit of time shot, clock, mismanagement.
That 8 ball wiped its feet a little, but she got a nice stroke on it.
All right, so this 9 ball to get to 5 for Kaylee McIntosh, the natural. All right, good touch. This match is still going, folks. I want to say that Larry from LH Inventions, the creator of Bridgemates, has said to remind everyone that if you're interested in a set of Bridgemates, you can go to them. You can get them on Amazon and Etsy. So it's kind of cool. J. David, do I like to practice? We've got some questions coming in from the chat. So, do I like to prefer to practice alone or with a partner? Both. I like to play and do some things on my own. I like to work on my break alone. I like to do a few drills alone. But then again, I think it's very important to have seasoning and sparring practice as well. So, I have a friend. Her name is Sarah Church from my local area, who is a very solid young lady, a good friend of mine. Plays well, likes to fire at me, which is important, and so she'll come over once a week, and we usually play a couple practice sets. Kudos to her, because there are times where it's not always fun, right?
Yeah.
Like, she grinds it out for me, and I appreciate her a ton.
The 3 ball in this break is definitely a tricky one. Can it go in the side? I think it probably can.
Yeah.
Or she could opt to break it out right here, but that's being the next ball makes it quite risky.
Yeah, and I actually don't mind this in the side pocket as much, simply because it's a little further from the long rail. It may even sneak past the 4 in the corner. I can't tell. Oh, she opted for the safety. Don't go in there.
Yeah, and I think she did a nice job getting it locked up enough that I don't think a jump is an option here.
You can tell from the shadows of the ball, there's a little space there, but I don't know that it's enough for a jump shot. She can elevate, masse if need be. But
looks like she's going for the kick.
Yeah, she definitely has to make a kick here. She doesn't want to give up ball in hand with Sofia sitting on the hill. Nothing really tied up.
Yeah, and it's close enough to the pocket. Question is whether she wants to try and, kind of do a kick and stick and send the 3 away or really go for it.
Yeah. So she's elevating with a little masse on the cue ball. 1 rail into the 3. Unfortunately, she caught it fat. She needed to catch that ball really thin or dead in the face, one of the two. Right, Sofia Mast comes to the table with ball in hand.
Ball in hand and
nothing tied up.
Yeah, a nice looking table.
Yeah, definitely could be the end of the road for Kaylee's A-side run.
You said that on the last
I know, but
one,
you
so
know what? You never know.
Eventually it'll be true.
Yeah, eventually it's got to be true. It's definitely going to happen one of these days. All right, so Sofia's really settling in. She's trying to will herself to the finish line, playing one of her besties. So there's a question in the chat, Tara. Do you have a favorite drill, or are you not a drill person?
I am a big, big drill person. So unlike Lonnie, I only have maybe a couple other players in my area that will play with me. So, yeah, so I have to spend a lot of time alone. And there's actually an app that I've been using recently. I think it's called Drill Room. I have to double check that I'm saying that right. And it has a lot of really good drills, and it uses AI, so it tracks whether you've made the ball or not. Yeah, Drill Room. And so actually,
that's fun.
I've been having a good time with that. Yeah.
There's lots of tools out there.
The Monk has a lot of drills too, and I have worked through his drills. I love doing it, and it's actually fun because sometimes I get up to a shot and I go, oh my gosh, I just did this drill in our matches. So yeah, I love the drills, all of them. Anyone has any drills, send them to me, please, because I am a junkie for drills.
So like, I like it. All right. Into the side pocket, rolling it forward. Drill Room.
Yeah, it's an app. You can just, go on the App Store and check it out. It's really fun. There's a free edition, and then there's a paid subscription, and yeah. I think Kia Burwell turned me on to it, and I've been just loving it.
Yeah, Kia is like the queen of drills.
Yeah.
She loves her drills.
Yeah, she set it up for me, showed me how to use it, and yeah, I had a great time.
So it looks like some of the fans are familiar based on their comments in the chat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this 9-ball. All right, and your winner, Sofia Mast.
Wow.
The young junior American champion, world champion.
Yeah,
world junior champion. Has defeated Kaylee McIntosh, the natural. I want to say thank you to Tara Connor for hanging out in the booth with me.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Dealing with all our cold and crazy and all the things. She's been a rock star. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond. You guys, we're going to shut her down. Our next round will be at 7 o'clock Central Time Zone. We're going to reboot this stream. Thank you again for tuning in. This has been the 2024 WPBA Tour Championship presented by Dr. Pool Promotions and Jacoby Custom Cues. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond checking out.